Morning, everyone. We are at where are we? Clotis Well near Inverness, about 15 minutes from Inverness. We slept here last night. That's Pam, and it was super duper quiet and lovely. It is a forestry commission car park. Honestly, forestry commission car parks have not disappointed me so far, and it is warm. It is very warm. So we're gonna go for a little walk in the forest, try to find some mushrooms, probably wash some clothes because I saw there's a little stream over there, and that's it. Oh my. I'm such a glutton for forest fruit. I could stay here and eat till I can't move anymore. I think we should probably go and leave a few for the birds. This morning we met up with another lady traveling in her Berlingo, and it was really nice actually to meet her. She's got an Instagram. She's called Hannah. I'm gonna leave her Instagram down below. She doesn't travel full time. She travels, you know, just for holidays, but her Berlingo is really cool. She had, like, you know, those windows, the roof windows, so she could look at the stars. It was just really cool setup. And this afternoon, oh, the path ends here. Okay. This afternoon, I'm really excited because we're gonna go and see some dolphins. Because, am I focused? Am I focused? But what an unflattering angle. Yeah, because yesterday I was looking for places to spot whales and orcas and dolphins in Harris, because that's where I'm going next. And what came up, it's the best spot in Scotland to see dolphins is just like, was 5 minutes from where I was in Inverness, and that's Charles Conry Point or something like that. And if you're from Scotland, I'm sure you'll know. But yeah, it's apparently a very well-known spot to see dolphins, and it's usually full of people, but I don't care because I've got my packraft and I can just go right in it and hopefully get to see some dolphins, because I've only seen them you know, when you go on ferries and stuff, like they jump around. Yeah, there's another dog over there, but yes, I'm very excited for that. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is how I wash my clothes. Most of the times, sometimes, when I'm from cities, I just take whatever needs to be washed, put it in the stream. If it's a stream with more current, then it will be better, but this is what we have today. And then I just put some stones on top so they don't swim away, and then I just leave the current do its job. And then I read a book or something, and after a little bit I've got clean clothes without moving a muscle. So we are back at the van and we're cooking lunch. Guess what it is? Yep, you got it, it's pasta. And I'm gonna add those little buggers here. Probably not gonna taste that much, but I couldn't find any more. And on the way back from our walk, we met this lovely man who gave me some really good tips actually, because I was planning to go and see the dolphins and leave Audie in the van and just go by myself with the packraft and like try and go, you know, close. And but yeah, I thought I wouldn't take Odie because he gets annoyed after half an hour being in the packraft, so I thought I would just leave him sleeping in the van. But anyhow, he said that it's super dangerous to go when the tide is coming in, and it makes a lot of sense because it's like a narrowing of the bay, and so all of the water just comes in, and there's a lot of, you know, undercurrents and stuff. And so he said you probably don't want to go when the tide is coming in. And so I'm very glad that he told me, because otherwise I would have just went in and be washed off somewhere. So I mean, there are people that do kayak there, but it's probably when it's very like the tide is high or low, like not when it's actually flushing in, if it makes sense. Anyhow, yeah, we're gonna go and try and get to see some dolphins. I'm very excited about that. So while I'm waiting for the pasta to cook, I'm actually nibbling on a chocolate spread. And I mean, I'm so bad. I bought this 2 days ago and it's nearly finished. If you don't eat dairy or you're trying to give up dairy, this is just amazing. You can find it at Tesco. I think it's £2.50, and it just, oh my god. I don't often buy it just because I'm such a sweet tooth and it doesn't last long. But yeah, yum yum. So we had our lunch, and obviously now it's time for coffee. And that was actually the first time that I ate mushrooms that I picked up. And I know that chanterelle is like super easy to recognize. Everybody knows how to pick chanterelle, but I did not know. So yeah, it's quite an achievement for me. And if you don't hear from me for the next few weeks, I could be dead in my van. Hopefully not. But I wanted to show you something, like a little upgrade that I did to the van, because I don't know if you remember, but I had oh, I think coffee is ready. I had 2 tanks for the water, one for clean water and one for wastewater, and I realized that doesn't make any sense for me to keep my wastewater in the van because I'm not using any soap, any chemicals, nothing, and most of the times I'm parked in the forest or like off-grid, not in cities, so it doesn't make any sense to like not drain it directly. So I made a hole in the van and I passed through a tube. Now I'm gonna show you. Right, so before I had 2 tanks, one for fresh water and one for wastewater, and now my wastewater goes directly through this tube over there, a pipe on the back, and straight onto the floor of the van. And then I'll show you. You actually can't see anything from the bottom, but it's behind the left back wheel, if it makes any sense. And yeah, it's something that I've had been wanting to do for a while, but I'm always reluctant, as you should be, to make holes in the van. And I'm always afraid that I'm gonna drill through something that you're not supposed to drill through. And this is quite a big hole. I mean, it's this big. So yeah, but it's done now. I'm very happy because emptying tanks is just such a boring job. And yeah, so I have like double of the amount of fresh water with me, which is just amazing. Okay, before we go to see the dolphins, I thought I would show you Clotilde's wheel, or well. So I came up here yesterday night and it was just so creepy. You will understand in a second. But basically the guy that I met earlier, he told me, because I've asked him what it's all of this about, and he told me that hundreds of years ago people will come here to make good wishes. So if somebody in the family was ill or they had an issue, a problem in the family, they would come and tie a piece of ribbon or like fabric around a branch as a sign of goodwill, and then that fiber would biodegrade with time, so it would stay there just, you know, for, I don't know, a few weeks or a few months, I don't know. But now people are doing it with just modern clothes, and it just, I mean, this is my personal opinion, it doesn't look very nice. And again, if it was just a piece of tissue or a biodegradable fabric that would biodegrade with time, then it wouldn't matter this much. But now it's just like socks everywhere and shoes, and it just looks terrible. And it looks, some of you might not agree, but to me it doesn't look respectful to nature, like to just leave all of these dirty clothes hanging on the trees. Okay, I'm gonna show you now so you can judge for your own. So you can see that's all fabric. Socks. Whew. Okay, so we are on top, and this is just pieces of fabric everywhere. Hoop. So yeah, what do you think about this whole business? And there's some knickers there. And yeah, I understand that for some people it's like a way maybe to feel better about something that is happening on their life, and I understand that some people need to do that, but let's be honest, most of the people are just doing it for fun, and it just doesn't look nice. So if you ever come around or in any place where people leave shoes and that kind of stuff in nature, in the forest, just leave something that can biodegrade and that, you know, you won't find when you come back next time. We have arrived at Karachongri Point, and it is busy.
Of all the money that e'er I spent it in good company, and of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy.
Hello, it's 3 days after those shots from the dolphins. I didn't finish up the vlog because I was not on the stage. I was just like very, very emotional after seeing those dolphins, and I don't, it's hard to explain, but I think a lot of people have the same reaction when they see wildlife that close, and I do understand that they're always there basically. Like, it's pretty much assured that if you go at the right time you're gonna see the dolphins, but still I had never seen dolphins that close, that you know, free in the wild, and just they did really affect me in a good way. So yeah, we are not in Harris yet because I had to drive back to the farm I stayed at because I got a package, and so I drove back, and then I wanted to go from there to Harris, but my gas canister ran out, so I had to go down to Inverness, get a gas canister, which, by the way, I think they've increased the prices that go outdoors, because it was £34. That's more expensive than the last time that I bought it, and I thought it was expensive. And last time it was at the camping in Glencoe, so anyhow, I think they increased the prices, so I was not happy about that. £34 for a small, I don't even know how much it is, 3 kilos maybe of gas is just extortion. So I'm gonna try and look at a different way of getting my gas. But yeah, now we can go to Harris. and I might stop again to see the dolphins tonight, because the high tide is at 11 and now it's around 7 o'clock, so it's a good time I think to go, and hopefully there's not gonna be as many people. So yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, to the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.